Okay, we're going to do a vinyl finds, but first we're going to start out with a negative. And we're also going to do an unboxing. It rained pretty hard here in Detroit today while I was at work, but to get around that malady of packages being delivered to the door and being ruined by the rain, I bought one of those plastic tubs from Office Depot and put a sign on it saying, put packages in here. Well, I had a record coming today, but I know that the mailman puts them in the box. And every once in a while, there'll be a new mailman and he'll put the record just on top of the box. The problem with that is, if it rains, the record will be sitting in a puddle, like it was today. So the record is sitting like this, and as you can see, in a puddle. And I get out of my car and I see that and I just go, oh, that's not good. That's not good. But luckily, the person who mailed me that packaged the record really, really well and wrapped it in plastic. And believe it or not, and you're going to see this, not one drop got on this thing. And what thing is that, you say? It's opened, but it's still in the original shrink wrap, and the sticker on the back proves it, and it's this. I paid about $50 for this, and there's the sticker on the back that's actually on the cellophane telling you the songs. So this is a gatefold, but I can't open it up because it's still in the plastic. And the records were shipped in these, which is most righteous, and these records are in perfect condition. And here's another one. And there's a perfect, I don't even think this thing has been played. And here's the little plaque that came with it. 1978. Something, a coin management. And last but not least, the order form with the little envelope where you can get Kiss Mylar posters for $4 a piece. I wish I had those posters now. I think you'd pay more than $4 a piece for them. And you can get a Kiss tour hat for $5. And you can get a tour book for $3. And you can get a double platinum t-shirt for $5. The prices are right with this. So that is my copy of double platinum. And that's the box it came in. I can't believe it survived sitting in a puddle for about 5 hours. Yeah, it was like 5 hours before my 12-hour shift was over today when it just started crashing rain. Anyway, and I can't believe that this thing is still pretty much sealed. Unbelievable. All right, so that's the Kiss record. And it's got all the hits on it. So I'll just set that there. Okay, let's open up this box and see what this is. This is from Cleopatra Records. Huh, I can't get into it. Ooh, that kind of sunk in. Wow, they really taped this. I think they were afraid of the mailman putting it in some water. Or the mail lady. Might have been a new person, but they had to have known, because they've been saying it for days, that today was going to be a huge thunderstorm. Anyway, sorry this is taking so long. Damn. But what's in here will be worth the wait. Oh, geez, there's more to open. Now we're done, I promise. And look what it is. It's punk rock karaoke with Milo Ackerman from The Descendants. And he is singing Manny, Mo, and Jack by the Dickies. And then on the flip side is this, I guess, the same guys, and they're singing Pay to Come by Bad Brains. There's another one of those Cleopatra stickers. Let's open this thing up and see what it looks like. All right. I've been waiting for this thing. I hope it sounds great. And here's the little record with the guy from The Descendants singing with the punk rock karaoke dudes, which are dudes from the Dickies, Circle Jerks, Bad Religion, and some other bands. Anyway, Bad Brains and the Dickies. I hope this was worth the $15 I paid for it. Okay, now let's get into some more vinyl finds and some posters. If I can cut this out, there. There we go. There's the little hype sticker. It goes with it. Put that right like that. Okay, this is a record by a band from Detroit that I didn't go see. I mean, I went to the show that they were playing at, but I didn't stick around to see them because I had to go to work the next day, and so I was only able to see the Steve Harvey Oswald Band. But this band is called The Wretched Sights, and this record's called Heathen Help Us. And these are crazy little hardcore punk rock songs done in Detroit, Michigan. Comes with this lyric sheet, and it's not bad. So check out The Wretched Sights and see if you dig them. It's just thrashy, hardcore, negative approach type stuff. And there they are. Oh, here's the blood-curdling terror horror stereo sounds to make you shiver that Mona sent me. I can't believe she gave this up. I wouldn't have given this away. I'd have kept it. Anyway, put that down there. Now, as you probably saw on the channel, I went and saw the Cosmic Psychos down in Detroit. And I brought my Cosmic Psychos records with me. Here's the Go to the Hack record, autographed by the band. And this one's got the song Lost Cause on it, which is very, very good. And here's the first thing they ever put out. And it's all autographed up. They were cool enough to sign the records I brought. And then I bought this from the merch booth. And this is Glorious Barsteads. Now the other two I showed you, they're just like hard rock. And I listen to them sped up, and it just kind of helps with it. This thing is, it's not like the other two I just showed you. This is different. And it's different in a very wonderful way. And it also is autographed. So if you see this thing in the record store, buy it. If you see it online, get it. I guarantee you, you'll love it. It's a great Cosmic Psychos record. Now let's get into something that's not so great. On this Zeke record, it has a song called Mainline on it, and that Mainline song is one of the greatest songs I've ever heard in my life. Now at the merch table, the Cosmic Psychos had this little 7-inch for sale, and on the flip side is Zeke. It's the Cosmic Psychos doing a Zeke song, it's Zeke doing a Cosmic Psychos song, and also it's autographed. But the Cosmic Psychos version of Mainline, which, like I mentioned before, was the greatest and is the greatest song. Wow, their version of it is not any good. This thing is not a must-have. The flip side was Zeke. That's okay. But the Cosmic Psycho side just isn't very good. Anyway, there it is. And it's always nice to support the band when you go to a show. But if I would have known how this thing sounded, I probably wouldn't have bought it. I would have skipped it. But I didn't know, I didn't know. It's a cool record cover. It's got that going for it. Okay. Now let's get into the Day Glow Abortions. And this one is called Holy Shiite. And this has kind of a negative story to go along with it. When I went and saw this band up in Canada, Windsor, Canada, and this is the lyric sheet, duh, and here's the album, and I got it autographed, and there's an autograph on this that are just little dots, and that's an autograph on that. Excuse me, that's an autograph in Braille because the drummer is blind. But anyway, so I thought that was kind of funny. But I got it autographed and I bought it from them, and they said the records are I think like $35 a piece, and I go, okay, I'll buy one. And I have American money. Well, they were telling me the price $35 in Canadian. So when I handed them $35, they took it. They didn't give me change. Because $35 in American money is like 20 something in Canadian money. So the Day Glow Abortions they ripped me off on this. So I was ripped off on this record by the band themselves. Okay, what does this record sound like? The Holy Shiite record. It's good. This is actually a very good record. Lots of interesting stories, from being ripped off by Canadian bands to records sitting in a puddle of water. All right, and here's the poster I got from the show. And it's also autographed. And this is their little tour of Canada. Okay. What do we got going here? Oh, I went and saw Melt Banana in Cleveland. And here's a poster from the Cosmic Psycho show from the other night. And playing before Melt Banana was a band called the Flying Luttenbachers. And they're crazy, they're noisy, and they're just interesting. And this record, it's a double LP. It's called Intimate Death, and it was only 20 bucks. 20 bucks for a double LP, I'll take it. It's not a must-have, but it's okay. Okay, Now, here's a record, I think with only 2 good songs on it, but the songs are really good. But then the rest are and it's this thing. Wasp from Los Angeles, California, and I think this is a 1984 album, self-titled. The 2 good songs are I Wanna Be Somebody and Hellion. Here's the inner sleeve, showing you all the rockin' concert footage of this heavy metal band. And here's the record. So first song on side A is good, and first song on side B is good, and you definitely want to play this thing at 40 RPMs. They kind of play the song slow. So that's the Wasp first album. All right, let's get into the last, no, not the last, but the not least. This is the new No Means No album from Alternative Tentacles on the red vinyl. And it's wrong. And it's a perfect, perfect thing. What a beautiful album. That's a new release. And would you like to see the original? I bought this when it first came out. I think in Las Vegas, Nevada. And that's what the vinyl looks like. So, if you see this in the store, in your local record store, it's going to be up on a wall, or it's going to be expensive, and that's too bad. Go to Alternative Tentacles. They have the brand new black vinyl version of this for a reasonable price. And this thing is exactly the same as the re-release that's out now. Okay. Here is a record I showed an opening of, and this is the UK Subs. And, well, it's the lead singer from the UK Subs, and then the band backing him up are the recent Dead Boys. And side 2, For Your Love and Taxman, which I found out are Beatles songs, are terrible. And then, yeah, the song on side 1, what is it? I don't even know what it is. This was a disappointment. I mean, it looks cool, but it was a disappointment. Paint It Black. Paint It Black's okay, but this is a disappointment. The Dead Boys UK Subs. And this is the last thing I'm going to show, and this is the new TSOL. And there's a picture of the band from a long time ago. And these posters, I'm going to have to roll these up instead of folding them back up and sticking them in the album. This new TSOL EP has Darker My Love, White American on side A, and those are pretty good. On side B, it has Politics by The Damned and Perfect Day by Lou Reed. And those are pretty good, but it's not really a must-have. And here's the album jacket from Strange Club Records. And here's the album. That's what it looks like. All right, and that's my show and tell for today. And can you believe that box sitting in a puddle? Because the little cover of the tub out there is, well, let's put it this way, when it rains, that creates a puddle in there. And that Kiss record didn't get wet because of the way the guy packaged it. He packaged it as if it was important. Good for him. I should send him a note saying thank you and tell him what happened to it and how, because he cared, the record wasn't marred in any way by a postman who didn't want to lift the lid on a plastic box. Okay, wow, look at all the great records I got, and the posters and the shows I've been to, and I'm going to a lot more. I guarantee it. Whew. Work today was not fun. But it doesn't matter. You don't care about that. You weren't there with me. And I got that Kiss record. Still practically sealed. How often do you see that?